What's up, Diamond Hornet Football fans? Welcome to the first installment of Diamond Hornet Football with Coach Marlin Taylor. I'm your host, Ron Cole, and I'm here with your head football coach, Marlin Taylor. What's going on, Coach?
How you doing, Ronnie? How you doing today?
I'm doing all right, man. Now, last week we came off of a tough loss down in West Ashley. Close game, lost by a field at the end. This week it was the opposite. Tell us a little bit about, this week's matchup.
This week's matchup is against Westwood High School. Good football team. Coach O'Connor does a good job with his team. Short week this week for us. He was going to play a factor Friday night, so I just decided to bump the game up to Thursday. Okay. So, you're always worried about, getting enough fans out there, getting enough energy in the stadium, make sure the kids are prepared. You're losing that day of practice with Thursday. Monday and Tuesday we had to stay on the inside and practice in the gyms because of the heat. It was just one of the things you got to deal with. One of the things we talk about with our guys is adversity and dealing with adversity and controlling the things that we can control. So coming off a short week, I thought the kids played well. Doing it in the game. Sometimes we were still our own worst enemy with some of the penalties and things of that nature. But overall, we got the W. I think you'll see later on in the clip. The last drive to get that win was a 98-yard drive. Okay. So there's still some inconsistencies in there, but there's also a lot of good in there.
Yes, and that last drive you spoke about was very exciting. It had a lot of big plays in it, and it was right on time. We're going to explore that drive here in a moment. And you said the weather kind of, took a big factor in the game. How did it affect the fan turnout?
Well, I looked back one time and I was, of course, I was worried about the fans, but I looked back a couple of times and I was like, it's a pretty good crowd. Okay. Look back, it looked like a normal Friday night in the Diamond Mines. So I, appreciate the community, appreciate the fans for coming out. I think our school did a great job of utilizing social media, to get everything out and get the word out, get to spread the word. I think we had enough time to do that. Westwood even had a little decent crowd over there, so commend both schools for doing that and getting the word out.
Okay, well we're gonna dig right into those first half stats when we return here on Diamond Hornet Football with Coach Marlin Taylor. All right, Diamond Hornet Football fans, welcome back to Diamond Hornet Football with Coach Marlin Taylor. Now we're going to go ahead and get into the first half stats, the first half highlights, which was, as we said, it was a very, very good first half as we go out to Lower Richland Stadium on the campus of Lower Richland High School. And we start out the first half highlights here with a false start on the first play.
Yeah, come up the sideline. One of the guys got a little antsy, ready to play. So we'll chalk that up to a little enthusiasm right there.
Yeah, and first game, that first snap nerve, you moved it up, so you probably wasn't prepared. But on the next play, we get a handoff and we start struggling on that running play, that running game again.
Yeah, we get a little penetration from the backside of this play. Got caught up to Lamar on the backside.
But on this next play, MJ rolls out and he hits his receiver for the completion of about 7 yards on the play.
Yep, we got a little rollout pass there to Javon Young, sophomore, complete that pass.
Next play, MJ rolls back again and he completes his pass to number 2. Because of the penalty, we got pushed back, so we had to punt. And on the next punt possession, bad snap, Coach.
Yep, ball hits Daquan right in the hands, and he just couldn't handle it.
And now that brings the defense back on the field, and it sets Westwood up in prime scoring position. And on the very next play, they take the snap, go up to the corner of the end zone, and we have a touchdown.
Yep, corner got caught looking in the backfield here. It just made a good throw, good catch, good play for him.
That makes it 7-0 after the PAT. Westwood goes up. And here on the ensuing kickoff, Coach, we get a good kickoff return here, but again, penalty flags make us go back.
Yep. Javon Young gets a good return. We have a little middle return set up here. Javon Young bounces to the outside, gets a good return out past the 40, and we get a block in the back call.
Yeah, and unfortunately, penalties always hurts any drive, whether it's starting or it's moving, you're in the drive. But as we start this drive, Coach, we try to get Lamarion Pearson going here.
Yep, come back to Lamarion right here. We get around a little power play. He picks up about 5 or 6 yards there.
And, as I said, we tried to get him going on this drive. As you see, the next few plays here is going to be filled with the Marlin highlights, running, making good plays. We struggled a little bit, looks like, but on this next couple of plays here, he goes and gets a first down on the next carry.
Yeah, Lamar ran hard all night. That last play we tried to run a little base and we didn't set the edge.
So right here, as you see, he gets up the middle and he moves the chains for the first down. And on our next play, Coach, it looks like MJ had himself a nice, decent half here.
Yeah, he did. He played really well the first half. I think it was 13 to 18 for about 157 yards. So he was 70% completion rate. So he did a good job operating the offense.
Okay, as you see him make that completion there to number 14, and right here on the next play, he makes the nice pull and read and takes it up the middle for the big game.
That structure of his game, being a mobile quarterback, dual threat guy, being able to run the ball is probably his best strength.
And as you say that, we see it again. He pulls it again, takes it up the middle for a huge gain again. The offense now, Coach, is on the move.
Yeah, we still had a miscue there. We got two guys pulling one opposite direction, but it worked out for us.
Okay, and on the next possession here, once again, MJ with the fake on the boot, and he hits Noah Lucas for the big completion, but Coach, once again, penalties.
Penalties. Our own worst enemy. Takes points off the board.
But right after the penalty on the next play, once again, there go that guy again. MJ Smith takes it in, pulls it for the touchdown.
Yep, Marcus did a great job of reading that and pulling that and calling his own number right there.
Had a little bad snap here on the extra point. We've been struggling with special teams a little bit, Coach, but that keeps us on the board 7-6. And on the next special teams possession, though, our kicker here, he makes a big hit on the Westwood return.
Yeah, we want to try to get the ball in the corners if we can. But we got it down the middle, so I told Daquan if he kicks down the middle, Daquan, he would have to be one to make the tackle. And man, did he do that right here.
He made a big hit here on the kick returner for Westwood. And, that brings the defense back on the field. And the defense played pretty good tonight, Coach.
Yeah, they played a good game. Coach Cornell and his staff do a good job of getting the guys ready.
As we see here, we get a sack by a host of Diamond Hornets on the play. But, as we have good plays, we also have bad plays, and here comes that laundry again. The defense jumped off sides on this play, and it moves them up a few yards, and it gives them a first down. And here we look at the Westwood quarterback, gives it to the big guy, number 9, and he kind of carried the mail for them a little bit too tonight.
Yeah, we try to start to slow him down again, just like last week. Got to get him started, get him in the backfield before he gets started.
As we said here, there goes that play where the defense jumps off sides, giving Westwood some more yardage to work with. And back on that very next play, they give it to number 9 again, and he picks up a big play.
Yep, we didn't do a good job of setting the edge here. We let him get the edge and have plus run for us.
And, number 9, actually, he carried the ball pretty well here on this next play. He's going to, make a good run. Actually, number 1 is on the play right now with a good carry up the middle. But on the next play after that, number 9 gets consecutive runs. He takes it down to the 6, and then he takes it into the end zone. Tell us a little bit about these next 2 plays.
Yep, next 2 plays, they just come and they just pound the ball on us. We didn't fit well on the run. Left some gaps in there, guys not crossing face like we teach. We left some open holes in there, and they was able to get the ball in the end zone.
As we see Westwood, number 9, takes it into the end zone for the score, and after the extra point, the Westwood Redhawks score up 14-6. Now again, Coach, penalties kill us here. We get a big return on the kickoff, but again, laundry on the field, we got to bring it back.
Another good return by Javon Young. This time he takes it to the plus side of the field, gets tackled at about the 15. Again, coming back because we got penalties on the field.
Yeah, you hate to see that yellow flag on the field. Good return, but we set up the offense and goes back to the Marlin Pearson.
Yep, run base off the edge. Flow here and we get the ball back to our bell cow. Lamar Pearson picks up a good game.
Yes, Pearson had an excellent game on the night, especially in this quarter here, as we see him here again taking it up the middle.
Yeah, we kind of get a little heavy set here. We're trying to pound it down with our elephant set, and I run a little power and read.
And we're going to go into the second quarter with more of the same as Lamarion Pearson here. We see again, makes another carry.
The kid just ran hard all night, man. He played his butt off.
And he, like I said, he's a bell cow for you. As we look at here, we start the second half. Here goes Pearson again, beating the defense to the corner, diving into the pylon for the score.
Yep, he did all he could to get that ball in the end zone right there. He bounced off the right side there. was able to get it in the end zone.
And again, we fall short on the PAT, which makes the score 14-12. Now here, our defense back on the field, playing stout once again.
Yep, defense did a good job right here on this series. Holding them to a punt here. I think they ran the ball 3 straight times.
Yeah, they ran it a couple times here. They pick up a first down on one of the possessions. But again, the defense always bows its neck, comes up with the big stop, and gets the offense back on the field. As we look here at number 9, he gets that ball. And he's a tough runner here, but our defense was putting some hats on him.
Yep, just as tough as he was, our defense stood tall with him.
And here on this next special team possession after this run right here by number 1, we almost get a block punt after this pass by number 1 incomplete.
Yeah, I was telling the guys to get on this ball right here because that was a backward pass, so that's a fumble.
Okay, and as you see, they made a good beeline to the football. Here on this next possession here, Westwood, they're trying to get it together, but it was a penalty on the offense, and our defense once again comes up strong.
Yeah, I think this is the one they called illegal alignment downfield or something.
Okay. All right, but nonetheless, the defense makes a stop, and here coming up on the special team, we almost get to the block punt, coach.
Yeah, I thought Jamel Pass was going to block that one. He almost got in there to get it.
And, the defense, special teams for Westwood downs it here inside about the 30, and the offense comes back onto the field as, once again, we try to get Pearson in the running game going.
Yeah, backside pursuit guys again. I actually think that's Pearson. Or is that, yes, Pearson. Backside pursuit got us on that one.
And here go MJ Smith on the roll and a completion for a gain of about 5 yards on the play.
Yep.
Now this, it could have been a bigger play if we had got anything going, but this next play here on the screen nets us a first down.
It did. Marcus did a good job of making sure Lamar got that ball, being a good actor. O-line did a good job of getting out in front of that screen, get some blocks.
And here on the next play, MJ gets a little too heavy with his hand on the pass. Had Lucas wide open, but he just overthrows it.
I asked myself, how do you throw somebody who's 6'7"? I told him that's a layup. Those are the shots. That's what we call layup. Just give it to him.
But right here on the next play, Bell Kyle doing his work.
Oh yeah, all night long that kid ran extremely hard. He did everything he could to make sure Lower Richmond was successful.
He was doing a great job as back-to-back runs here as Pearson picks up a first down, and he gets another carry here with a nice run. Tough run up the middle, actually. But this one hits the edge, but this next one, Pearson, as you said, he's a nice bell cow for you guys. He's going to hit this next run up the middle for a tough game.
Yep, I think it was 3rd and short here, and he was able to ball his neck and get in there and get a first down, and picked up extra yardage. Drug about 4 or 5 for Red Hawks with him.
And here goes MJ on the boot, finds Noah Lucas again for the first down as the Diamond Hornets are in scoring position.
Yeah, Marcus did a good job with those boot fakes all night.
And then next possession actually, here goes Mr. Pearson. Coach, if he didn't trip here, I think he takes it into the end zone.
Yep, if he didn't stumble right there, I thought he was going to get that foul line again.
But on the very next play, number 6 takes the handoff and he goes and bulls his way through the end zone.
Yeah, Lamar was running out of gas right there, so he had to give it to Trey Benson right there, but he did a great job of blowing his neck and getting that ball in there.
Benson goes into the end zone for the score. The Diamond Hornets are down now, 18-14. Now, the next possession here, the defense comes up. Number 25 gets a sack. And the defense actually holds them out of here, out of the end zone here, going into the half as we are winding down in the half.
Always talk about the big drives, the big series is the first 5 minutes of the second half, last 5 minutes of the first half. So they did a good job of keeping them out the end zone right here.
And as I said, they did a great job. They actually here tried to down it on the next play, and we come up with a turnover.
Yeah, he tried to down it, but the new rule says the ball go directly into the ground. He threw the ball forward and hit one of his guys on the leg. So, we kind of caught a break right there with that play. Got
a little break here, and we tried to take actually 2 shots at the end zone. Came up a little short, but we made a good little stand here at the end of the second half to try to thwart a little drive they had going, and we go into the half. And we're going to take a look at those second half highlights when we return here to Diamond Hornet Football with Coach Marlin Taylor. All right, everybody, welcome back to Diamond Hornet Football with Coach Marlin Taylor. Now, before we get into the second half highlights, we're going to talk about our players of the game. And Coach, we have co-players of the game. Let's talk about it.
Yep, offensively we got co-players of the game. You know, both guys had a great game this week, played hard. First one is Lamar Pearson. He had 22 carries for 137 yards and 1 touchdown. Had 1 reception for 46 yards and a game-winning catch, touchdown on that last play. Then we have Marcus Smith, our quarterback. Marcus was 13-18 for 78%. Completion rate 157 yards, 1 throwing touchdown. And he had 9 carries for 67 yards and a touchdown. And then defensively, we got Samterius Johnson. Sam had 5 tackles and 1 sack on defense. For us this week. You know, congratulations to all guys. You know, you guys played well this week. We want to get everybody else try to step their game up and try to be a part of this too.
Well, as you can see, and as you will see in the second half, those first 2 guys, those offensive player of the week, they definitely deserve them. And Mr. Johnson, we want to send a big Diamond Hornet shout out to you as well for earning Defensive Player of the Week. And we will return right here in a moment to take a look at those second half highlights on the Diamond Hornet Football with Coach Marlin Taylor. All right, Diamond Hornet Football fans, welcome back to Diamond Hornet Football with Coach Marlin Taylor. Now we're gonna go ahead on and dive into the second half highlights, Coach. Here as we start the second half on the defensive side of the ball, number 9 comes out for the Westwood Redhawks and carries it up the middle. You know, our defense gave up a little bit, but you know, for the most part, they played tough on this drive.
Yeah, we just talked about this first drive coming out in the second half. You know, this is a very important drive for us. Defense gave up a couple of big plays there. That last play there, you saw we kind of had the edge set, and he kind of broke contain on us.
And, you know, Westwood, they try to go on a drive here. You know, like I said, as we'll see, number 1 here takes it around the end. But once again, the defense plays tough. You see the laundry out on the field again.
Yep, it's holding call against, I think that's Chris Polk, if I'm not mistaken, is holding him. So he was able to push him back.
Okay, and here, you know, had a little draw play here, and the defense stuffs it out.
Yep, Sam should have had 6 tackles and 1 solo right there. He just missed that guy by a hair there.
Okay, and here we see another play here where Westwood sets up on the offense, and the quarterback looks down, looks for that screen play, finds number 9, and he picks up a good game here.
Yeah, they hurt us on this screen right here. He probably picked up about 40 yards on this screen right here, got down inside the 5. Great call by Westwood. They set us up. Great execution by the guys.
And as we see here, Westwood now driving, gets it down. Number 1 takes it into the end zone for the score, and they go up 21-14.
Yeah, we helped them out a little bit. We locked them in the end zone there.
And here we're back on the offensive side of the ball. As we see, we start to try to get Lamarion Pearson going again.
Yep, trying to get that bell cow back rolling again.
And he's, you know, as we say, he had a lot of carries here, so we had to get some of the other guys going.
Yep, trying to get the ball out, trying to get, I think that's Vincent here running. I mean, not Vincent, but Jamel Myers, I think that's his running.
Well, actually, that's Pearson on the carry right there.
Okay,
yeah, that was Pearson on the carry right there. That's my fault. And we're back on special teams. The drive stalls out a little bit, and we're here on special teams. You know, put them down a little deep, you know, in the territory.
Yep, good punt by Zaquan Brown here. Pin the beat, that's what we asked him to do.
And on this next defensive possession, yeah, they try that screen again, but we snuffed it out.
Yep, Coach Cornell and staff did a good job on the sideline talking about that screen, and we made some adjustments. They would stop it this time.
And, you know, the defense, once again, like I said, they played pretty good, played lights out. Here, as we look at number 9, he takes the handoff up the middle, get a couple of yards, but not much.
Yep.
And, you know, here, you know, like I said, the defense, they played pretty well. You know, here the quarterback, he tries to, you know, make a little pass, but he had a break up here. Almost could make an interception there.
Good coverage there. Couldn't tell who that was, but good coverage there. Did a good job making the quarterback have to make a perfect throw.
Back on the offensive side now, here goes the bell cow again, Lamarion.
Lamarion just ran hard all night long. I mean, one guy couldn't bring him down.
As we see here, he gets around the corner again. Another tough run by Pearson.
Another tough run. You know, he gets that edge. He gets down. He gets his shoulder square. He's hard to tackle.
But Coach, we get the laundry on the field. Had to go back.
Yeah, I
And
got
now we
another holding call. Now we got Jamel Myers running the ball here. Give Lamar a little break. Jamel did a good job coming off the bench and being ready when his number was called.
Coach, you look like you had a good running back by committee out there tonight.
Yeah, I think we got 3 good backs. I think we got 3 of the better backs in the state, actually. They all bring something different.
And you see number 4 takes it and try, Westwood tried their best to bring some hits on him, but he takes it and keeps on going. As we come back, and Smith goes right back to the bell cow.
Yep, Lamarion Pearson running here. He puts this one on the ground. That's my fault as a coach. I should have known he needed a little blow there, but that's my fault.
That drive stalls out. Here comes the defense back onto the field as Westwood tries to get that running game established. They get it here, get a hit here, get a hit there, but the defense always goes their neck and stops it. As we see here, they try a little separation, doesn't work.
Yeah, they tried a little double pass here, a little flea flicker kind of action, and the defense did a good job of sniffing it out.
Yes, and that ended the third quarter. And as we go into the fourth quarter here, we see the Diamonds back on offense. The Diamonds still on defense, but the Westwood Redhawks trying to move the ball.
Yep, we stopped there on kind of 3 and out right there. Was able to get the ball back, and we go right back to Lamar Pearson.
Back to the bell cow as he hits the corner, picks up a nice game. And here right on the next possession, who do we have again? Mr. Pearson.
Yep, come right back to him here, run a little stretch play. He gets it out. MJ pulled it, put it on the boot, and was able to get out there and get us a first down.
Excuse me, that was MJ Smith on the boot, and he gets around the corner for a nice pickup on the play. Stalls the drive out, and the special teams has to come back out.
Yeah, they forced us to punt again, but again, Zaquan Brown did a great job of punting that ball and pinning them deep.
Yes, looks like he did do an excellent job here as the defense comes back onto the field. Westwood looking to make some things happen, but the defense once again stands up tall.
Again, defense stood tall all night long. They bent but didn't break. They had a couple mistakes here and there, but for the most part, they did a great job of going in there when we needed.
Yes, and here as we see 13, he tries to get things going, but again, a host of Diamond Hornets giving him a lot of pressure.
Yep, they forced him out the pocket there, forced him right back into the help, so we did a good job.
And here we look at number 13, once again, the quarterback for the Westwood Redhawks. Gives it up the middle to number 1. The ball pops out here, but, we couldn't get it, and the Redhawks get back on it.
Yeah, we just barely missed that fumble there. The ball popped back, and we just barely missed out on getting it.
And as we see the next play come back, the defense still, having a little issues here with number 9 making his way around that edge there. But, we get him out of bounds.
Yep, that kid ran hard all night, too. Between him and Lamar, they both were carrying their teams.
As we look at him here trying to get some tough yards up the middle, but the defense is having none of it.
No, defense did a good job standing tall right there, man. Had a good stop.
Once again, we look at him taking the play. Defense once again steps up.
Here we got Tavion Brown trying to come in there and make that play in the backfield. Just got to slow down a little bit and get a good grasp on him. He just barely missed it.
Yeah, we see here that drive stalls out, and the defense is back on. Special teams, is back on the field as we get a punt here, and they pin us, Coach, real deep, but this sets up an exciting final drive.
Yeah, this is the final drive right here. They pinned us deep right here. Didn't want Josh to make a mistake here, so we just told let the ball roll.
MJ felt a little pressure here, so he just gets rid of it. So, but on the very next play, on the rollout, he does the pump fake, and he finds a wide open receiver here for a big gain on the play.
Yep, Jameer's had it early in the game. He dropped probably about that same pass right there, but this time he came back, was able to make that play. Marcus got the ball to him, good protection up front by the O-line, and puts us out, gets us on about the 40.
Very next play, here we go. Smith again finds his open man, and he gets up out of bounds. First down. Coach, chains are moving.
Chains are moving. Clock's rolling. We got about 40 seconds left. This drive started 2-yard line, and we're trying to win this game here. So we're out of plus territory, and we make it go on to the next play.
Smith with the boot, and he rolls. Finds a wide open Lamarion Pearson streaking down the sideline. Takes it in for the go-ahead score.
Yeah, this is a good play. Good call by Coach Harkness. Marcus did a tremendous job with the play faking that boot. And Lamar ran the wheel right up the sideline. When I was looking at it, I was worried. I thought maybe Marcus overthrew him. But Lamar found another gear and got underneath that ball and was able to walk into the end zone.
Takes it into the end zone, puts the Diamond Hornets up top for good as the defense comes back out to end the game for the Diamond Hornets here.
Yeah, we talked about trust all week long. Everybody trusting everybody to do their job. offense came back out, struggled all night long, kind of in some spots, and came back out and made some plays. So we had to trust the defense to finish the game off for us, and they did that.
And the defense does do the job as we look at the Diamond Hornets here, finishing it off with the final 24-21. Diamond Hornets win the game. Now, Coach, as you said, it was a close second half, exciting second half, that last drive, man. Tell us about that last drive.
Last drive, man, everybody's probably biting their nails. I'm kind of worried about what are we going to do. That Westwood did a great job on special teams, getting that ball down to the 2, making us have to drive the length of the field. Anytime you get that type of situation, as a defense, you're thinking you're in pretty good shape.
Right.
But Mark was able to find Jamarius on one of the plays to get us out to the 40, give us a little bit more space, kind of open the playbook up a little bit more. Then we had another play. I think Marcus threw it back to Jamarius again, was able to get out of bounds and kind of keep the clock, stop the clock for us. I think we had about 40-something seconds around that time, and Coach Hart just made a good call, ran a little wheel route, boot with a wheel behind it, and Mario was running straight down the numbers just like we've been teaching them. Ran that play great. Like I said, we threw it. I was just kind of looking up, and I thought the ball was going to be overthrown. It was like he just found another gear. He was able to catch it and walk into the end zone. But I want to highlight our kids on that drive. Our offensive line did a great job on that drive. Like I say, you're coming off your own 2-yard line. You're pent deep. In that type of situation, you never know what kids are going to do. We practice 2-minute drill. Every Thursday, every Wednesday. So it's something that we practice, and we told we're going to be in this type of situation one day. And you have trust in each other, and everybody's going to do their job. And everybody did their job. And then we had to turn the ball back over after we scored. Had to ask defense to go out there. We missed the PAT again. So left a window open for Westwood, which was only down by 3. So we're trying to keep them out of field goal range. And I told the guys, we're talking to guys about trusting each other. So we had to trust our defense to go out there and do their job, keep them out of field goal range, get them off the field to end the game. And they did just that. Hats off to the entire Diamond Hornet football team. Kids played hard all night. Like I told them every time, we just eliminate those mistakes. We won't put ourselves in those type of situations. Right. But anytime you come out with a W, it's always a great thing.
And Coach, that was an exciting last drive. It looks like the whole game was just back and forth. But, with timely offensive plays by MJ and Lamarion Pearson, plus a stout defense, we ended up coming home with the W. Diamond Hornet football fans, that was an exciting game. We're going to be right back to put a bow on it. We're going to talk about a few injuries, and we're going to look forward to our next opponent, the Ridgeview Blazers, when we return here to Diamond Hornet football with Coach Marlin Taylor. Diamond Hornet football fans, welcome back to Diamond Hornet football with Coach Marlin Taylor. Now, after a hard-fought victory, I'm sure, we got a few nicks and a few knacks here. We're going to talk about the injuries that are coming, that we have coming out of this Westwood game. Coach, tell us a little something about the injuries that we have.
Actually, Ronnie, we actually came out pretty clean this game.
Okay.
So nobody's injured, nobody's banged up this week. Everybody came out healthy. Nothing normal than normal bumps and bruises in football. I think somebody had a cut arm or a scrape on the arm, but nothing serious. Everybody's 100% ready to go this week.
Okay, so do we want to send a big Diamond Hornet shout out to the Diamond Hornet training staff for keeping our Diamond Hornets healthy this week and going into next week as we prepare for the next opponent. Now, Coach, before we get into the next opponent, tell us about one of the coaches that you had that stood out this week as we talk about our Coach of the Week.
All right, this week's Coach of the Week is Tim Harkness. Coach Tim Harkness, offensive coordinator and quarterback coach. I think he called a really good game this week. Even with all the mistakes that we made, he was able to keep us in rhythm, keep us in timing. Great play call down the end to help set up and win that game. He kind of was setting that thing up all night long for that. He's just a veteran of the game and did a great job getting the offense in position to score. So this week's Coach of the Week is Tim Harkness.
Coach Tim Harkness, we want to send a big Diamond Hornet shout out to you and your offensive staff for the job you guys did, bringing home the W Thursday night from the Diamond Mine. And now, Coach, with that being said, we turn the page from Thursday night, going into next Friday, coming Well, actually, we're going out to View County to take on the Ridgeview Blazers.
Yeah, we gotta go to View County next week. It's always a tough place to play. I think back to my time there. It was always, if you could just get a stadium on campus, this could be one of the toughest places to play. So they finally got that accomplished. So I know it's gonna be a tough place to play. I know it's gonna be a packed house. They do a great job of bringing their fans out. And I know our fans are gonna travel as well. Ridgeview's a good football team, man. Really good football team. Athletes everywhere. Good quarterback play, good coaching, good O-line play, good stout defense. We're gonna have our hands full with them. Hope that we can get out this week and get some good practice time in. Our guys understand, what's expected of them. They present so many different challenges for us. They can do a little bit of everything. Coach Howard does a great job of getting these guys ready. It's a program that I have great admiration for. I root for them when we're not playing them. Coach Howard's a good friend of mine, so I root for them when we're not playing. But it's one of them things where we got to play each other. So this week I hope the Diamonds come out on top. But Ridgeview is a great team, man. Good program. They present so many challenges athletically. I mean, they just loaded with athletes all over the field. So it's going to be a good showdown Friday night over there at Ridgeview High School, 7:30 kickoff. Diamonds are going to be ready. We're going to be ready to play. I know they're going to be ready to play too. So it should be a good high school football game.
And we know Coach Howard is definitely going to have his crew ready to go on Friday night. Scheduled kick 7:30 out at View County. Diamond Hornet football fans, we're asking that you show up and you show out to support your Diamond Hornets. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you, Diamond Hornet football fans, for joining me, your host, Ron Cole, your head football coach, Marlin Taylor. Coach, you have any things you want to say before we, end things off?
Just thanks for doing this, man. Let's keep this going. Thanks to all the Lower Richland football fans for coming out this week. Thank you for the guys for their preparation. Our players, thank you for their preparation. Doing the right things in class. Just continue to trust the process, continue to work, continue to love on each other, and go Diamonds. And with that being said, we're going to put a bow on this second episode of Diamond Hornet Football with Coach Marlin Taylor. See you next time.